And we're live. Welcome, friends. Happy Friday. On Fridays, we free roam. Welcome back to part 8 of the Bad Honor Free Roam. Odog is here. Odog, need to talk to you. That was a great tip he gave me today. Just did it. We'll talk about it later. We will talk later. Miko, shout out to Miko and the Philippines, says, hello, Super Antonio. Hello, mods. Howdy, folks. Odog says, sup, Miko. Yes, there is extra dialogue at the Rhodes gunsmith with the son in the sailor suit, if you choose to leave them alone. So I did it twice, Odog, and I might do it a third time, just to get better audio and to match up the voices with the faces. But yeah, that's going up on Sunday. I will put a link to Odog's channel in the description because this tip was tip-top. Darth Vader says, hi, greetings, Darth Vader. Welcome. Miko says, hey, Odog. So I have an idea for the second channel, which I wanted to talk about a little bit. Tonight we're going for the Piebald Tobiano. But originally the goal was to get arrested in Annesburg, because we have yet to do that. Odog says, Lord Vader will not be seduced. We shall see. At any rate, the second channel, okay, which we have not been... I'll tell you the problem with the second channel. There are other video games that I like, and I thought at first that we would use that channel to showcase other video games. Darth Vader asks, if you don't mind me asking, do you play on PS4 or PC or Xbox? We play on PS4. We are Team PS4 on this channel. But we do have a PC for mods, for horse mods. But my problem is I don't like investing the time in games other than this, because I just don't get the views on that channel. And those views are, you know, those games like Witcher 3 or Assassin's Creed Valhalla, they stop being fun if I feel I'm pressured into making content with them. Darth Vader says, not bad, I play on PS5. So does Odog. Odog is Team PS5. Oh, and this guy. Let's get rid of this guy while we are here. David says, there he is. Greetings, David. Welcome, friend. Appreciate you being here. Happy Friday. On Fridays, we free roam. David says, howdy, folks. David, what's for dinner? I missed you guys. I hope you had a good week. I'm glad to be back. I'm happy to be back. So second channel, I thought we could move the movie content over there, where I can talk about movies, and do movie reviews, go full screen. So, and just, you know, talk about my DVD and Blu-ray collection. So every video I will showcase a different Blu-ray and DVD or DVD, and just talk about the movies, and make some videos like that. And if we get that channel monetized, then we'll start doing live streams there as well. And that's where the movie reviews, the movie commentaries will be. So that's my idea. And the first Blu-ray I'm going to review, which I'm working on right now, is my boxed edition of the James Bond Blu-rays from 1962 to 2012, I believe. So it goes from Dr. No to Quantum of Solace. And they're these boxed editions. They're pretty cool. Anyway, I'm working on that right now, and hopefully I can get that up. Hopefully I can get that up this weekend. In addition to O-Dog's short. The David, your horse is on the Instagram, and I will get that short up on YouTube at some point, but I just wanted to get it out there. Darth Vader says, I got bad internet on the Death Star. Who knew? Well, you know, the Death Star was made in like 1976, 77. When did episode 3 come out? So the internet was really bad back in the 70s. Odog says Pizza Hut. Yeah, I could have some pizza. Odog says, why limit yourself on that channel? And Odog, I have never known what to do with that channel, to be honest. I've tried a lot of things, but so far none of them has really hit. I think we have 600 and some subs right now. Odog says, tell the Emperor to quit being cheap. He's got control of the banks. Yeah, but they're using that holograph technology. Darth Vader says he does not have control of the banks. Look at my suit. It's so cheap. And David says, happy you are feeling better. A-Name. A-Name says, hey, hope all's well. Been very sick this week with a stomach bug. It's mostly worn off now, though my stomach aches every now and then. Drink more water, A-Name, and I'm glad you're feeling better. Odog, continuing about the Emperor, says, he did. How do you think he made that fleet and 2 Death Stars? And A-Name says, thanks, David. Darth Vader says he took it out of my paycheck. I'm surprised Darth Vader was pulling it out down a paycheck from the Emperor. I just, you know, he got room and board. Doesn't really eat. He has that egg thing he sleeps in. Odog says, LOL. Yeah, so we're thinking of a new channel name for the second channel. Currently it is Darth Superantonio. That was a viewer poll. But we might go with a different name. I'm toying with Back to the Blu-rays, but I really want Superantonio in the title somewhere. Odog says he made that suit to keep Vader angry and in pain, and Darth Vader says the suit hurts so much. A-Name says, I think we know what your favorite chaps are with the past lives. Well, you know, I do love the fringed chaps. We'll use these for the Bad Honor playthrough. And they're okay. I mean, I like them because they're very authentic. You know, they're very vaquero. They seem period correct, but I do prefer fringed chaps. And we got to collect some cash. We need cash. We have Fiji water tonight. Fiji water is actually from Fiji. It's not produced by Coca-Cola or Pepsi. It was on sale, so I bought a case. A-Name says, love the sheep chaps. Yeah, they work. And they're black and white. They look great on the Piebald. I will show you. We will get the Piebald later. Odog says about David, or about Darth Vader, also it cannot withstand lightning, which is his best attack. Not a coincidence. Hortus is in the house, and he asks, where'd y'all meet? The freak show? Hortus with the Bad Honor greeting. Welcome, friend. Hortus, I had a roast beef sandwich tonight with honey mustard, and I thought of you because you would not think that's spicy at all, but I liked it. It was sweet and a little spicy, and a perfect compliment to the roast beef, I thought. David says, train gold, statue gold. Don't be bad and broke. Yeah, we are going for these strange statues in this playthrough, David. So we are thinking alike. A name says, miss seeing you in the elk chaps with the war hat you find near Butcher Creek. Yes, that is the default Arthur outfit. But this is the bad honor Arthur. Do you think we should alternate between bad honor and good? That would, you know, and Arthur needs to shoot that frying pan for you, David. Alternate between bad and good, just for variety. Because I'll be honest, I am getting a little bored with being bad. A name says, what's the train gold? The crashed train under the bridge near Wapiti or Kotora Falls. It's not Kotora Falls, is it? The waterfall. David says, Hort. Odog says, sup, Hort. And Odog says, I'm playing poker. I had the idea of making accounting cards, how to count cards in Red Dead Redemption 2, which you can use for blackjack. Hortus says, gold you find in a derailed train near Kotora Springs. Yes. Yes, indeed, Hort. Odog says, advance the story, LOL. Yeah, I don't want to. Anim says, I think doing a variety of good Arthur would also be really good. Yeah, we might switch to good Arthur next week. We are joined once more by our co-host, the channel dog, Super Sadie, who is fast asleep. A name says, ah, yes, I remember that now. I haven't went for that gold spot yet in my playthrough. Yeah, I usually leave it because it's such a pain to get. And there's easier ways to make money. And if we just, I mean, I wanted to do the Landmark of Treasures or Landmark of Riches. But we've done that before. But you got 6 gold bars there and a silver chain bracelet, which we need for the belt buckle. So I might do it off camera. The Deep, is that the Boys reference? Says, hey, Super Antonio, nice to see you. Odog says, well, this playthrough is for the channel. And Superman Returns says, hey yourself. A lot of new names in this channel. Welcome. I'm always suspicious of new names. Perhaps I'm suspicious by nature. Perhaps we have you have just been burned too much. But we'll see. Welcome. You're not on probation yet. Hortus says, just got to chapter 6 of my bad boy playthrough. Now the plan is to restore my honor enough to get the good ending and redeem myself. Yes, the redemption aspect of Red Dead Redemption 2. Well done, Hortus. The Deep says, why you look strong in that Captain America spandex? You work out regularly. If so, what's your workout? The live streams like the superhero compression shirts, so I wear them. And I do a lot of upper body, but it's mostly calisthenics. I have a chin-up bar, and I do chin-ups and push-ups and pull-ups and tricep dips and knee hangs and some other stuff, jump ropes. A name says, I feel like there's a map I'm missing, as when I've done all the gold things, I end up with 20k cash, but only get around 7k from the ones I remember. Well, the Landmark of Riches is 6k, or 6 gold bars. Superman Returns says, do you have the whole Captain America suit? Or is it just a shirt? It is just a shirt. It's a workout shirt. The Deep asks, hey, did you know there's a secret Neanderthal character model in the game script, but it's never been found? I have never heard that. That sounds interesting. A name says, did the Mary mission today in Saint Denis and helped her with her father as I felt bad for not saving her brother. Made a video on that. Made a couple videos on that. And are you impressed that I pronounced Neanderthal correctly? Superman says, what's with the dolls in the back? What's with your dolls in the back? And A name says, always like the mission, though you can't make a move with Mary. You can kind of make a move. You can go about this far. She shuts you down. Hortus says, being that I was still being rambunctious, I killed Ashton when I got the brooch. Brooch. It's spelled brooch, it's pronounced brooch. Yeah, I know what you mean. You can usually just like bargain him down to like $25 with a beat down. The Deep asks, how many push-ups can you do in a row? 25. But I just do 5 sets of 5. A name says, sad you never get to see her again after that. Well, technically, you as a viewer get to see her during the epilogue. If that helps. In the screen credits. But yeah. And she sends you a letter and returns your ring. Odog says, hate Mary. That's sad, Odog, because Mary does not hate you. The Deep asks, how good are you at guitar or music theory? Not good at all. I'm more of a singer than a guitarist. I know enough guitar to get me through to the next note. Superman Returns says, have you seen the movie Ip Man? You remind me of him. Yes, I have. I've seen all those movies. I love Donnie Yen. Hortus says, I always get free stew at the gypsy camp. Same here, Hort. Though I assume your stew is much spicier than mine. Serena says, hi, Antonio. Sorry I'm late. Serena, you never have to apologize. Everybody say hello to Serena. Welcome. Odog says, we could have got further with Karen. Don't you know it, Odog? We could have gotten further with Mary Beth. Also, Mrs. Adler. Yep. A-Name says, would have told her to keep it if it were me. And Miko says, hello, Serena. Odog says, howdy, Serena. The Deep says, can you sing for us on stream? I was thinking of doing a karaoke night. I don't know. Maybe. The question is, can you sing for us on stream? Serena says, hi, Miko. And hi, Odog. A-Name says, hi, Serena. Via Real says, I'm on chapter 3, almost done with Bandit Challenge 8. Well done, Via. Those are Bandit Challenge. The Bandit Challenge gear is one of my favorite trapper gears, along with Gambler. And of course, they're the most difficult challenges. David says, hello, Serena. Star Heart emoticon. And Serena says, hi, A-Name, and hi, The Deep. Oh, Jesus. Superman Returns. I'm disappointed in you. And I usually just time you out, but I'm just starting to block now. A-Name says, where's Arthur heading to? He is heading to these strange statues. Oh, dog, yeah, those new names are a giveaway, I think. The new names that you haven't heard before. And you have to pay attention to them, I guess. But, you know, they're subscribed to the channel. So you have to give them credit for that. Thanks for your subscription. I appreciate it. They're subscribed for to the channel for at least, at least a week. I don't know how long I change it every time. The Deep says, no, Super Antonio, that was a Red Dead 2 reference. Was it? I'm very sensitive to the new names. I don't trust him. The Deep says, he didn't do anything wrong. It's from Chapter 2. John asks Uncle. Sounds like you're in the same room with Superman Returns, The Deep. Sounds like... But I may be paranoid and conspiratorial. Appreciate you sticking up for him. It's an odd coincidence that both of you are new names that have never been in the stream before. Odog has a confused emoticon. Well, I appreciate you being here, The Deep. Odog says, nobody cares for that type of joke here. Yes, I have to agree, Odog. Let's make some dynamite arrows as long as we're here. Odog says, no, it's an eye roll. Okay. I have a craving for a California roll. A-Name says, I don't know if I've seen you in any of the recent streams, The Deep. He may have been lurking. We do have a lot of lurkers who wait until they get to the time limit before they can chat. Because you can't, chat immediately. The Deep says, I was here. Remember, he told me I was on probation. A-Name says, how did you do the crafting on your horse? Quite easily. Try it next time you were in the game. The Deep is the shadow. That makes sense. Via Real says, do you think Red Dead Redemption 3 should play as Jack or play early as Dutch? I would prefer early as Dutch. And Odog says, we know who you are. I would prefer play early as Dutch because then the entire series would turn out to be all about Dutch. Just like Star Wars turns out to be all about Anakin. The rise and fall. Odog says, the sentence structure and need for attention does not change. Yeah, I know what you mean, Odog. I blocked him as Shadow. Because I just don't have patience. Serena says, love Arthur. I miss him. And Serena, Arthur misses you and loves you. Now you can actually count the fingers and figure out the prime numbers, or you can follow this pattern. So you push the one directly in front of the statue and directly opposite the cave entrance. Push that one. Arthur is thinking, trying to remember. Skip one, no. Okay. Push, go counterclockwise and push 11 o'clock. Skip one. Push that one. Come on, Arthur. Skip the next one and push the one directly in front of the cave entrance. And you should hear the ka-ching. A-Name says, although I've said it before, I'd love if they would remaster the game. But to where he lives. Serena says, I get confused with these statues, think I missed out in the gold bar. There's 3 of them. If you follow that pattern, it's pretty easy. But whoever did this first and figured out the prime numbers, that's amazing. Whoever beta tested this game and they, they were just like, have at it, and they found this cave just riding around exploring. What's that about? What would that be like? In 2017 or early 2018. Serena says, thank you, Antonio, I will. Serena, I saw your Red Dead 1 video. Left a like. Via Real says, I can see playing as Dutch and returning everyone like Hosea and Arthur. A-Name says, isn't the ripped up treasure map for the gun in New Austin? Yes, it is. The one on either side of the map. That's for the New Austin gun, Otis Miller's gun. You get some spicy postcards as well, but I do not believe you get any cash, or you get a little cash. Serena says, thank you, Antonio. Thank you, Serena. Shout out to Serena and Australia. And Sadie moved to her crate. Okay, now we are going to fool around in Annesburg. A-Name says, how'd you get it on this save? We don't have it. We have Jim Boy Calloway's gun on this save. Via Real says, I meant recruiting. Oh, also, I can see playing as Dutch and recruiting everyone like Hosea and Arthur. The way I see it, Dutch, Hosea, and Miss Grimshaw were the original members of the gang. Dutch was probably with Miss Grimshaw because she was pretty. And then they would recruit a young Arthur who's like 12 or 13. And then you would probably see where Miss Grimshaw got her scar. They would tell that story. Serena says it's raining here too. You need the rain, Serena. I really like this Fence's sweater. It seems very nautical. I'd never have an opportunity to wear a sweater that thick, but I really like it. Serena says summer is over, still a bit warm, not too bad. It's 26 degrees here in Australia. Let's look that up. What's 26 degrees in Freedom? 78.8, so it's 80. That's quite pleasant. A-Name says, can you hunt legendary animals while doing the Bronte mission? Yes, you can. Wasn't sure, so never tried it when I did the mission. Yeah, if you do that glitch, you can do everything. If you are in chapter 1. If you are in version 1. A-Name says, that Fence kidnapped the princess. I have heard that theory. I don't know if I believe it. I think he just bought her stuff. Via Real says, Rockstar, make this happen. I don't think Rockstar is listening to us, regrettably. There's no way to do this without getting an honor bump, unless they're going to kill that lady too, and don't really want to kill women even on a bad honor playthrough. So we just got to deal with this. Serena says, "Are we ever going to find the princess?" She exists in the game files. I believe she's in Valentine. There's a lady with a birthmark on her face. We were looking for the albino postman, who may be a vampire. And on to Annesburg we go. We always need to be ready for the cougar who patrols this stretch of beach and train tracks. Never know. Serena says, yes, he looks like a vampire, LOL. Are there any vampire games you want to play, Serena? Do they make vampire games? I'm sure they must. A-Name says, may redo my Chapter 4 save to do the Bronte mission. It only works in version 1 of the game. You may be able to take John to New Austin with a companion glitch. I'm not sure if that works in current versions. Haven't tried it. In that one, instead of returning to rescue Jack after you get out of the graveyard, just head on to New Austin, and John will follow you. It will be permanently night. But you can collect herbs and do all the legendaries. It'll be at night. I don't do it because it doesn't make good videos. Filming at night. Let's ammo up. We're going to need it. Because you will not believe how much ammo we go through in the rest of this playthrough. Serena says, no, Antonio, too scared. I started playing Vampire game a while ago. I was too scared to play. Couldn't get the bosses too hard. I find it interesting, Serena, and ironic that you love The Walking Dead, but you hate scary video games. I imagine it's because they're too immersive, and you can distance yourself when you're just watching TV, I suppose. But I'm the opposite. Scary movies, which I love, are scarier to me than scary video games. If that makes sense. Scary video games cease to be scary because they're predictable. And you can defend yourself. Or at the very least, run away. A-Name says, I'll probably see if it'll let me in mission replay. First to see if the sniper's there or not. Yeah. Check the snipers. And we wait till morning and look for the sheriff's office. Here we go. Serena says, I know, right? I love horror movies. Can't play horror games. It's too scary for me. LOL. Originally, all I wanted to do was get arrested so that we could go to jail and see what happens. It didn't work out that way. A-Name says, loved playing scary games with my friends. Played Outlast 1 with my friend. Was really fun, but really scary. Yeah, it's more fun with friends.
Push up on him. All right, let's take him out. I'm just gonna check your pockets.
Ow. That sheriff has no sense of humor. Here we go. Now, what's interesting is there's only one point of access to the sheriff's office. So they will all funnel through here. Except we didn't bring enough weapons. Serena says, nice A-Name. I don't mind watching people play horror games. And watch the bodies pile up. If you want to do this, you need to wait until the train is not in front of the sheriff's office, so you can see the bounty hunters coming up with the piebalds. So we didn't really see that this time, and you can't let them swarm. A-Name says, same. I like watching people do horror playthroughs too. I think the only horror games I really play are the Resident Evil ones. Really need more weapons for this. We should really duel weld. We need an offhand. A-Name says, there goes $400. It's totally worth it. Here come the piebalds. You would think they would start running away when they enter the sheriff's office and see that pile of dead bodies in front of them. O-Dog says, didn't even enjoy those. Well, you know. Serena says, Antonio and friends, one of my viewers wants me to do another Red Dead 2 playthrough again. I don't know, already have. Not sure. Yeah, that's up to you, Serena, but you know, I would make the videos you want to make. I mean, if you want to start over again, yeah, but it should be because you want to do it, not because somebody wants to do it. A-Name says, didn't notice he was still alive on the floor. Yeah, I don't know why we did that. Christian is here and says, sorry I'm late, Super Antonio. My apologies, it's Sadie here, that amazing super dog, and can't forget about you, Superman. Super Antonio. Also, nice shirt. Thank you, friend. The trolls really like this shirt. Let's see if we can lure Sadie with some potent canine bait. O-Dog says, sup, Christian. And Serena says, hi, Christian. And Christian says, sup, O-Dog, how are you? Here's Sadie. Here's Sadie. She was in her crate. Say hello to Christian and Serena and O-Dog and David. Look up here. Look at that chat. Okay? Okay. She's tired. Very tired. We had a long walk before the stream, which I suppose was counterproductive to have, but she's always tired at night. O-Dog says, Sadie the sidekick, always slacking on the job. Yeah, she's not impressed. O-Dog says, yeah, we can't all like the same things. I am a grumpy old man, LOL. O-Dog, you are in your prime, sir. Christian says, hello, Star Hearts, hope you are well. And Serena says, yes, Christian, I'm good. Hope you're well. Serena says, hi, Sadie, beautiful girl. Sadie says, you're a beautiful girl. And O-Dog says, Miss Sadie. O-Dog says, uh-oh, shot a horse. Yeah, no worries. That horse is only sleeping, and we really wanted this horse, which is now jammed up and not happy. Miko says, hello, Sadie. Say hello to Miko. And we almost got away. We didn't have enough weapons. Spoiler alert, we're going to do this more than a couple times. A Soundhead says, just got a wild Mustang in New Hanover. Didn't even know they had Mustangs in the game. Oh, they've got plenty of Mustangs. They have 3. And Christian says, also, yes, and we need to revive that horse. We try not to kill horses in this game. Another Piebald. Maybe we can grab that one. And let's try that again, shall we? Serena says, hi, A Soundhead. Yeah, that's an interesting observation, O-Dog. The need for attention. Very well said. A Soundhead says, love the horse already. Might have a favorite. It moves fast and has a lot of health. Yeah, the Mustangs are very good in this game. O-Dog says, or Metro says, I'm here, just glitched myself into Mexico in Red Dead Redemption 2. How, Metro? Tell us, so we can do it. O-Dog says, darn it. And A-Name says, oh yes, I got one of the Braithwaite horses using the glitch you showed on your channel for my Chapter 3 save. Well done, A-Name. Soundhead says, hello, Starhearts. And Serena says, hi, Metro. O-Dog says, have you seen any NPCs in Mexico? David says, I have a hunch you are not fond of Low Honor Arthur. Yeah, David, to be honest, we got a little bored. It's getting a little boring. O-Dog wants me to advance this story, but I think we're going to alternate between Good Honor and Bad Honor Arthurs on Friday. On Fridays, we free roam, because I'm sort of tired of this, of just being bad all the time. Okay, we need, I thought we were going to grab the shotgun. Or at least the carbine repeater. A-Name says, sad how the bee wears off after a while, though. Yeah, it doesn't stay.
Welcome back, son.
O-Dog says, David, Low Honor is fun, but he's got to advance the story, then maybe redeem at the end. Yeah, I really don't want to do that. I don't want to do another playthrough. Metro says, so go to like a corner in the map in New Austin. I did it next to the waterfall. There's not much, no NPCs. O-Dog, I posted about it on my community tab. Let's go look at it. Let's go look at Metro's channel. Go to channel. Christian says, nice outfit, Super Antonio, but bad honor. How dare you, bad dit Antonio, for killing innocent civilians. Yeah, regrettably, they get in the way. Metro with 1.56 subscribers. Well done, friend. Glitched myself into Mexico. You sure did. I'll give you a thumbs up. Okay. Serena says, haha, Antonio, you make me smile every time you say that. Then my work here is done, Serena. O-Dog says, or speed run it for the channel. Metro says, hello, Star Hearts. Christian says, hello, Metro. Hope all is well, friend. Serena, I'm going to do movie reviews on the second channel. That's the new idea. Starting with James Bond. I'm working on it this weekend. I want to get it up probably this weekend. We'll do live with this camera. I'll be talking to the camera, this background. Might change the background a little bit, but full screen. A-Name says, I'll probably do one more full playthrough of the game for a while, as it does get boring having to replay all those chapters, especially Chapter 1. And Odoc says, I'll check it, Metro. Metro says, thank you. I know some of y'all in chat have subbed to me. I appreciate it. And A-Name says, never get bored of playing my Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 save, though. And Serena says, okay, Antonio, looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to you, Serena. Not sure what that means. And off to the Piebald we go. If we can ever get to her. Him. Let's try that again, shall we? You have to immediately health item the horse once you get on, because the bounty hunters are indiscriminate and it really rattles the horse getting shot at. Serena says, for the movie on your other channel, yes, I'm thinking of a new name for Darth Super Antonio, or Super Antonio Part 2, or I'm not sure what right now. A new name will come to me, or I'll do a viewer poll for it. Odog says, what happened? It kicked you off? Yeah, we couldn't. That one was very... A-Name says, gravity turned off when you hopped on the horse. Third time's lucky. Spoiler alert, we will get him this time. And it was kind of a lot of fun. Odog says, Super Antonio reviews. I like that, Odog. I was thinking a super movie Antonio. Soundhead says, I'm trying to get a perfect cow pelt up at Emerald Ranch, but keep getting wanted anywhere else that has cows, and probably won't get wanted. No, Seamus's cousin by marriage has perfect Florida cracker cows, and you won't get wanted up there. But, you know, wanted isn't really a big deal, you know, as far as stress in the game goes. A-Name says, go to the ranch where you steal the stagecoach with with Hosea. Yeah, that's Seamus's cousin by marriage. Christian says, Super Antonio, is it weird for me to like Chapter 1? I love the snow and scenery. Wish you could go into town at least. But more I like Chapter 2. Yeah, I love Chapter 1 because I'm just sentimental about the game. And every time I play Chapter 1, it reminds me of my first playthrough. David says, Siskel and Ebert, he ain't. And Metro says, Antonio man. Soundhead says, okay, thanks. Just don't want to get wanted and lose honor. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. And... you know, if you lose honor, don't stress about honor. You can just do chores or say hi to 3 people, and you can get your honor up real fast. Or fish and return fish. A-Name says that was a dramatic drop from the deputy. Metro says, should I make a video on how to get into Mexico? Yes, you should. You absolutely should. That might be the video that goes viral on your channel. Christian says, so what's the new name for the shirt and you, Captain Antonio? That would work, maybe. I got this shirt originally because my nephew loved Captain America. So I just got it for him. And it's a workout shirt, so I work out in it. But then I wore it once because I was lazy and I hadn't changed. And it was very popular in the chat. Regrettably also popular with the trolls. But that was before we turned on subscriber only. Serena says, yes, Metro, I'd love to go to Mexico. And Odog says, yes, Metro. And A-Name says, yes, Metro. So there you go, Metro. Listen to your audience. Soundhead says, fishing, I love fishing, mostly fishing up near Saint Denis and catch channel catfish. Yeah, return them and you get an honor bump. Christian says, also when playing as Arthur, you are given multiple choices to gain honor. Yes, it's easy. Don't worry about losing honor. It's easy enough to get it back. A-Name says, who's your favorite superhero, Super Antonio? Superman, of course. But I don't think there has been a decent portrayal of Superman since Christopher Reeve. That's favorite comic book superhero. Favorite movie superhero would be different. Somebody from Marvel. Iron Man, of course. I like Doctor Strange, but only one movie. Black Widow, but that might be just because, you know, Scarlett Johansson. I like all the Marvel. I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe until Infinity War. So like I believe that's phase 2 or 3. I don't watch Disney Marvel that much. Where are we? Metro says, all right, I'll work on it after stream. I'm away from keyboard right now. Fuck. And Red Dead Arthur's been sitting for quite some time now. Soundhead says, only in chapter 6, mostly Christian. And Serena says, okay, Metro, looking forward to it. Christian said, yeah, A Soundhead. A-Name says, Supermantonio. The first name for the second channel was Batmantonio. Odog says, agree on Superman. Odog says, not a good story either. Yes, it is not a symbol for hope. It is an S for super. Yeah, I love Henry Cavill as an actor. But I don't like his portrayal of Superman. Also, you know, kind of bugs me that he's a Brit. I think Superman should be portrayed by an American. Sorry. Also, Dean Cain from the 90s or 2000s was a pretty good Superman from Superman and Lois. He's 1/4 Korean. And I know that because of cousins who pay attention to every Asian actor in America. A-Name says, I remember Batmantonio. Love that name. Maybe we'll bring it back. Soundhead says, hey, I really like Gambit or Mr. Immortal from the Great Lakes. Avengers are my favorite. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the X-Men. Odog says, Rotten Antonio's tomatoes. Metro says, Bat-Tonio. Christian says, Super Antonio, what superhero isn't talked enough about? Also, that is a question for the viewers as well. We don't want to leave you fine folks out of this conversation. What do you all think as well? Christian, I don't really understand the question. What superhero hasn't got a movie or gotten enough attention? Oraga says, agree. Sounded says, Mr. Immortal from Great Lakes Avengers is pretty good, Christian. A-Name says, Green Lantern, yes. And Metro says, Christopher Reeves is my favorite Superman. Same here. Metro. I thought he was perfect. The cape, I mean the suit, the tone, the physique. Yeah, he was a great Superman. Odog says, I used to love X-Men. The story got mixed up, I think. Odog, you know the theory, the fan theory, but I believe Stan Lee has mentioned it, that that Professor Xavier is Martin Luther King and Magneto is Malcolm X. Serena says, yes, Metro, my favorite Superman too. I appreciate that, Serena. I'm glad you said that. Odog said, suit and height and physique, yes. Also, you know, he was a great actor. I mean, he was good as Clark. He was good at he was a great Clark. Margot, was that Margot Kidder as Lois? She was a good Lois, but she went a little crazy. The less said, the better. I'll talk about it in the second channel, maybe. A-Name says, tried playing a Lego Batman game after years, but got bored, with almost every mission being an hour long. Let's pick up some supplies.
Good. I can do that again.
Serena says, I think Christian Ronan doesn't get talked about much. LOL, not sure. Yeah, I'm not like, you know, I haven't read comics for entertainment in years. Frank Miller, Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman was probably the most recent comics that I read, the Sandman series, because I'd never read it and loved it, you know, I want to say. Loved it. David says, let your first movie be Soylent Green. The first movie is the entire James Bond series. We're going to feature DVDs and Blu-rays. So I've got the boxed edition for the Bond 50th anniversary Blu-rays. And it goes from Dr. No to Quantum of Solace. And I'm going to talk about all of them. I'm going to talk about all of those movies and all of the James Bonds. So it's going to be a long video. But hopefully we'll get it up. It'll be pretty easy to make because I'm just going to talk to the camera. There's no edits. Serena says, Robin, Christian. Oh, I didn't know the character Ronan.
Yep.
Robin doesn't even really get movies. Metro says, chat and Super Antonio, should I ride the Rose Gray Arabian or Buell? I vote for Buell. A-Name says, love the Mohawk mane on the horses, either that or the long hair mane. Yeah, we do Mohawks as a channel signature because people either love it or hate it. I get a comment almost every day from because I have over 2,000 videos on the channel. Someone will comment that they hate the Mohawk almost every day. Odog says, Super Antonio, think about it though. Don't be rigid with what you view and don't limit yourself. Maybe do a few lifestyle things too. And will you do any series? You mean TV series? Odog? Yeah, I was thinking about when I was thinking about stuff to do on the second channel, I was thinking about weight loss and exercise videos and also just life advice, talking to young men about being a man, stuff like that. But, you know, I settled on movies because that's easy. But you're right. We'll just do a lot of things and see what sticks. Serena says, Metro, they're all beautiful horses. Any horse. Serena, you are a beautiful horse. A-Name votes for Buell. And Serena says, yes, true. Thank you, Christian. Oh, Christian said, Serena, I'm pretty sure Robin is more of a sidekick. Yeah, but he's Nightwing. He becomes Nightwing, and then he's... Odog says, love the Mohawk. Odog and says, yes, TV stuff. Yeah, I have... I wanted to talk about Westworld and True Blood and Dexter, Breaking Bad. What else? I have, I also have like lots of TV, DVD series, full series. Coal Shack, the Night Stalker. I was thinking of getting that. It's only $9.
Who'd you think you're talking to? Talking to me or just chewing wasp?
A-Name says, is there a way to get the Murphy Brood horse after you've seen them 2 times while camping in Roanoke? Not until chapter 6 when you rescue Meredith. You ride it. You can choose a Murphy Brood horse if you choose to go canoeing with Charles. There's one next to a regular horse, and you can keep that horse. Christian says, sad we had to watch Hamish die. Sounded like Arthur or John would become best friends with Hamish. Yeah, I agree. And finally, we get to go to jail. To me, Hamish was a father figure, much like Hosea and Dutch, but good. Serena says, I know, Christian. I was sad when Hamish was gone. Yeah, you really, it's like, as much as I love Buell, that horse belongs to Arthur. It's Arthur's reward. John gets plenty of horses. John can get Biscuit. A-Name says, definitely going to do that tomorrow. Always wanted that horse. That horse, A-Name, has always wanted you. Odog says, the widow or Hamish or the sister for sure.
It'll take more than you to get rid of me.
And we didn't even... He must have gotten hit by friendly fire, but we had nothing to do with this gunsmith owner. But we do need to load up on bullets.
I love to see that.
Odog says, Rains Falls is okay. And A-Name says, probably going to do the dreadlocks for it to give the old and raggedy look. That's a good idea. Metro says, the best side mission, in my opinion, is Sister Calderon. Well, she's part of the redemption arc of Red Dead Redemption 2. Serena says, I want to do a video just Arthur doing Hamish missions. I did John. That sounds like a good idea, Serena. Oh, regrettably, the Buell duplication glitch has been patched. Ask me how I know. I made it to chapter 6 with my speed run for my chapter 6 save, and we can't get Buell as Arthur. You can knock Hamish off, but you cannot mount. Can't get on. Haven't really figured out. I mean, there might be a workaround, but I'm not sure what that is. A-Name says, you did a video about the Murphy Brood horse, if I can remember. A-Name, I've done viewer horse videos. That Murphy Brood horse comes up a lot during horse shows, but I've never actually done a video on that horse. Serena says, love Rains Falls and Eagle Flies and Peta. Serena, Rains Falls and Eagle Flies and Peta love you. And if you chase that guy away by pulling a gun on him, you don't get any free stuff from the gunsmith. But we don't want anything anyways. And I'm not sure why we saved him. A-Name says, poor Jenkins. Yeah, but we have this lovely new horse. Metro says, all right, I'm going to go work on Mexico vid. See y'all. Peace. Thank you, Metro. Look forward to watching it. Have a great weekend. A-Name says, enjoy, Metro. And O-Dog says, later on, Metro. Further on down the trail, as one says. David, if you're still in the chat, I was thinking for the second channel, I was thinking back to the Blu-rays. But, because it's a Back to the Future reference. But, I do want Super in the title, and I would like Antonio in the title somewhere as well. So also Super Movie Antonio. But it'll come to me, or something will come up in chat. It's not critical. Christian says, bye, Metro. Looking forward to seeing your new video in Mexico, down Mexico way, south of the border. A-Name says, love seeing the details they put in for the beaver dam besides Butcher Creek with the half-cut trees, etc. I think you can watch the beavers chop down trees. I believe. Serena says, Super Sadie Antonio, LOL. She's asleep again. She's down here. There she is. She's got her nose hidden. That's how you know that she's super tired. And Arthur needs to shoot those frying pans, David. And because we are bad, we might as well set this place on fire. Shoot that pot too, while we're at it. A-Name says, any plans for what you'll do in the High Honor Arthur save next week? That's Free Roam Fridays. It'll just be a regular Free Roam Fridays where we're just going to ride around and see what happens. But not be mean. That's what I loved about Free Roam Fridays. Or that's what I love about the original Free Roam Fridays, is this game is so immersive and immense that you can just ride around and something will happen and you can make a video about it. And it's so beautiful, the landscape. And we are going to get the incendiary buckshot recipe, which, spoiler alert, we already have. O-Dog says, stick with this, friend. You've got 1,995 good playthrough vids. Yeah, I know what you mean, O-Dog. A-Name says, can't wait to see that Arthur outfit. We've used that Arthur outfit pretty much since game release. It's one of the first things I came up with. O-Dog says, hang in there, Bandit Antonio. Yeah, we do need to do a challenge just so we can get an offhand. Or I guess we could just rescue Micah. Advance the story. Yeah, maybe we'll rescue Micah. Because I do like buckshot incendiary and the sawed off in the offhand. It's very convenient. Okay, O-Dog, for you, we'll just advance the story. Get Micah out of that jail. But only because you found that you found the extra dialogue with the Rhodes gunsmith. That should be up later this, hopefully on Sunday. Tomorrow's short is about Hosea rescuing Arthur or bailing Arthur out from the Saint Denis jail. Frodo's back and says, "Good evening, everyone." Frodo, I got your email. I don't know if I responded to it, and I wanted to talk about it at some point, probably during one of the Sunday lives. So, if I did not respond to you, thank you, and it's in the queue. And he's going to get executed anyway, so we might as well just take care of him now. Frodo says, "Good evening, everyone." Serena says, "It is just my chat, but comments keep repeating." That's because your computer is upside down, probably, Serena. A-Name says, "I remember you always went between the deer vest and the paisley vest." Yeah, I like the paisley vest. I mean, but it's a little too much like Dutch these days for me, for my tastes. A-Name says, "Chapter 3, Bad Honor Arthur, we are in Chapter 2. And Frodo Swaggin has a thumbs up. Appreciate you, friend. Frodo, I'm going to do movie reviews on the second channel. Talk about all my favorite movies, and at some point I will talk about the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Serena says, "LOL, Antonio probably is upside down." Yes. You just don't know because you're used to it. Christian says, "Not sure if somebody has already said this. Don't forget to like this amazing, great live stream." Appreciate you, Christian. Thank you. Super Antonio has done for us. We love you, Super Antonio. And Sadie, the super dog, also who is sleeping on the job. Yes, she does sleep on the job a lot. And then after the stream, well, I was thinking I might do some jump ropes after the stream because I didn't get my jump ropes in today. So she'll move to the couch, but she would rather move to the bed. She's done for the night. We had a long walk before the stream, which seems counterintuitive if you want her to be awake, but Serena says, "Yes, Christian, already liked the stream." Well said. Serena, you're well said. Not sure what that means. But we do have 16 viewers in the chat, and I really appreciate you being here, friends. Happy Friday. On Fridays, we free roam. And Frodo asks, "I had a question about the video you shared for duplicating a horse. When helping Mary, would it be possible to borrow a gang horse like Hosea's for that mission and duplicate it for any gang horse?" That glitch doesn't work in version 1. Okay? So you can't use the Saint Denis glitch and then the Jamie glitch. And how I know is I tried. So it only works in like the modern versions or an updated version of the game. So in theory, I would answer yes, but I've never tried it. And it's really hard to borrow a horse. You gotta find it, you gotta lure it outside of camp. So maybe, I'd say a tentative yes, Frodo. A-Name says, "Which is the map where you go up to the watchtower with the stones near Butcher Creek?" Yeah, the Snake Eye. One of them. I'm not sure which. Frodo says, "If you replayed it before that mission." And Christian says, "No, Frodo, there's no way you can bond or keep a gang horse as a primary horse." Yeah, but you can borrow it and then do that mission. It might work. But, you know, it's really hard to get those horses out. I mean, there's a lot of timing, a lot of balls to, like, juggle. And a lot of things have to align before you could do that. So, maybe, probably not. Odog says, Silver Turk is not a good horse, by the way. And A-Name says, where do I find that map? Can't remember. Yeah, I'm not sure. A-Name says, agree, Odog. And Hortus says, hey, I like the Silver Turk. I'll take it over my Arabian any day. Yeah, but, you know, Arabians. Let's field test the incendiaries on this friendly NPC. Incendiaries work fine. I like this idea of turning your rowboat or mini sailboat into like a shelter and using the sail as some cover, but we're going to set it on fire. That horse is not happy with all of these gators. Christian says, I just love Biscuit, Rachel, or Buell. Mostly Rachel suits John the most. Don't tell Biscuit. As Super Antonio would say, if he likes another horse in one of his videos. Yeah, Biscuit gets very jealous. A-Name says, Ruthless from Arthur. Well, it is the Bad Honor playthrough. Odog says, I'd rather have the Perlino Andalusian or the Black Standard Bred. Both good choices, of course. And Hortus says, here is me and Hosea twinning on Silver Turks. You are horse brothers. Hort. Serena says, hi, Hortus. We can stop this witness. Hodog says, Hort, I sold mine earlier this week. And Hortus says, hi there, ma'am. You know, one of the creepiest Bad Honor Arthur antagonizing for lady NPCs? He goes, let's try that again. Hello. That's dark. A-Name says, I'm really loving the Braithwaite Turkoman. Cerberus. Yeah. He was very good to the channel. Odog says, A-Name, somehow Cerberus is a better ride. And then I had the idea of you can rob Algernon's shop. You can rob the cash register, and I thought we might do that, but I didn't chicken out. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Even though Algernon wouldn't mind. He has great insurance. Frodo says the chocolate roan Dutch warm blood can look similar to the Silver Turk when they stand next to each other. The chocolate roan has a little bit of a pinkish tone to their coat. Odog says, thank God I got my Ultimate Edition package horse back. Yeah, I wanted to read that that email of yours, Odog, in one of like the Sunday chats, like the free-form chats. Miko says, Rose Grey Andalusian bucks me off during cougar encounters. The Perlino Andalusian does not. Interesting. Christian says, Super Antonio, have you ever done Greet antagonize as John or Arthur? They really have some mean comments to say, yeah. Yeah, I usually start with antagonize, but yeah, greet, antagonize is a good combo. A-Name says, I use the long hair on mine in black with the brown highlights. That's a good combo. And Serena says, hey, O-Dog and friends, if you play GTA Online, I saw there's a new DLC coming next week. Not sure how good it will be. Well, Serena, I will expect you to make a video on it and review it. And let's go home. O-Dog says, feel free to read it. I was going to wait until you were in the chat to give me permission, but yeah, I was going to talk about it. I saved it. Let's go home, because we haven't been home for a while. Serena says, yes, we'll definitely do a video. I will look forward to it. A-Name says, anyone remember the glitch where those horses used to spawn behind the house in Saint Denis? Yes, that is a famous glitch, A-Name. Perhaps the most famous glitch in the game. The Saint Denis horse glitch. I have a version 1 playthrough where that's pretty much all we fool around with. And back to Horseshoe Overlook we go. I upgraded Dutch's camp and Arthur's camp and stopped there. Feel bad about it. So we have fast travel. That's the only reason why we did it. Christian says, the one I like from Arthur is he says, I like you, mister. You got a kind face. The kind I'd like to punch. That's funny. Serena says, yes, I do, A-Name. Can't never get the Arabian horse. A-Name says, couldn't you get gang horses? You can with the Saint Denis horse glitch. In version 1. You cannot stable them. You cannot saddle them, I believe. Maybe. We'll see. I've got a version 1 playthrough where I'm going to get all those horses and race them against the Count. For science!
How the hell are you still alive? Come on, don't start this. You've pickled yourself in your own juices. Why have you got a problem with me? I'm only joking with you. Well, do it with someone else.
A-Name says, that's a bummer. You can post game, but that's because you can buy them from the stables. And that, my friends, is all we have for you tonight. I appreciate you being here, as always. 16 viewers held strong in the chat. David says, get drunk first. Yeah, that's always an idea. David, thank you, friend. Shout out to the mods, David, O-Dog, and Serena. Appreciate you, friends. Little Big Fish, greetings. Says, have they fixed the glitch for getting Buell without completing the mission? Yes, they have. I just tried it. Sadly patched. A-Name says, can still never get that scout jacket. Yeah, you got to be at like 6% very early in the game. Start trying immediately after Hosea hands you that coffee. Miko says, thanks for the stream. Miko, thanks for being here. And Frodo says, sorry I got here so late. No worries, Frodo. You never have to apologize. Thank you for that email. It's very interesting. Christian says, goodbye, Super Antonio. Enjoy the rest of your day. You too, friends. Appreciate all you being here. We shall return tomorrow with either just a hangout chat or a horse show. We'll see what happens. Haven't figured it out yet. David says, y'all come back